Once you log into Course Commons, you'll quickly discover that there are hundreds of thousands of resources available for you to choose from. So how do you go about actually narrowing those results down to find a resource that you might actually use in your course? In this lesson, we're going to learn about how to use the search and the filter function within Course Commons to narrow down our results. Up here at the top of the Course Commons page, we see that we have a search box. Now, we're going to leave that alone for just a second because I'm going to go ahead and narrow down by the type of resource that we're looking at. Over here on the right, you see that there is a filter button. So let's go ahead and click there. Now you can see that it pops out this menu bar on the right. And at the very top, you can see that we're able to narrow down by types of course items, everything from whole courses to modules, and even all the way down to individual videos, audio files, or images. Now, for this lesson, I'm going to pretend that I'm a 5th grade math teacher, and I'm going to be trying to find an assignment on fractions. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on assignments. Now, whenever you click on one of these items, it's going to include those types. I don't want courses and I don't want modules, and so I'm looking for a specific assignment, so I'm looking just at assignments. Scrolling down, you'll see that we can then further narrow it down by content types. Now, for now, I'm going to leave these alone because I feel like this isn't fleshed out as well as it could be. Templates are just what you're thinking, that they are documents or modules that you can then make your own, put your own content in there. Open textbooks are open educational resources like OpenStax that a teacher might use the full resource in their course. The problem is that when educators share their resources to Commons, they self-select templates and open textbooks. And I don't think everybody is actually thinking about, is their content one of these items? And so they're checking it. And so the results aren't as refined as I think they should be. So we're going to go ahead and skip that. Now, like I said, I'm going to pretend that I'm a 5th grade teacher. So when I look at the grade levels, I'm going to actually choose a grade below and a grade above, and I might choose a couple grades above and below. Now, the reason why I did that is so that I can see resources that may not be in my grade specifically, but they might still be applicable depending on what the resource is. So that's just going to give me a little bit more to work with. Finally, here down at the bottom, you can see that I can narrow down my resources just to the organization that I'm a part of. So, for example, my school district or a larger educational service district, or we can just leave it with all resources out there. And I'm going to leave it with all resources out there. Now I'm going to go ahead and click off here, and you can see that already we've gone down from 190 or so thousand results to 12,000 results, and I haven't even searched yet. As I look at all the different course cards or content cards, I can see that each one of these is an assignment. Now let's look for something that is a fraction. So I'm just going to start by typing in the word fraction here in the search bar, down to 95 results. I could probably stop there and just glance through each of these to find something that might work. Okay, but I'm specifically looking for adding fractions. So I'm going to say adding fraction. Okay, again with 93 results. Okay. Next, let's put these in a specific order. Over here, this is a choice where you can choose whether or not to order it by the most relevant to your search terms, what happened or what resources were released the latest, most favorited, and then most downloaded. I want to choose which one. For this one, I'm going to choose what was most favorited so that I can see what teachers are liking out there, and maybe that'll go for me as well. And look at that. I found a 6th through 7th grade assignment for adding fractions. If I click on it, it opens the resource, and there we go. That is how we go through and narrow down our results using the filter and search bar so that we can get to a resource that actually works for us. Cheers.